Right then.
Fucking right then.
Fucking right then, you big slut. Whoa.
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 Hello. And welcome to Max Level Games. How is it going, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this week's installment of the Max Level Games podcast. I am your host, Sir James Walters, alongside the man, myth, legend of Legs End, Dame Liam Malkin.
Thanks, sir. Thank you, sir.
Like Dame Judi Dench.
Yeah.
And the rest of the dames. And
I'll accept it.
yeah, why not?
I'll take it.
For our returning listeners, what's up?
You don't call.
Oh.
You never call.
For the new listeners, welcome to the Max Level Games podcast. It's a weekly show. We sit here for an hour or more, and we discuss games, films, TV, other bits and boobs.
Bits. I like boobs.
I like boobs.
We talk about boobs.
We talk about boobs occasionally.
I don't know if we do it on camera, but we talk about boobs.
We have now talked about boobs on camera. So
Oh
yeah.
my god, yes.
We broke our camera boob virginity. You'll get the audio version of this podcast on SoundCloud every Wednesday. You'll get the video version on YouTube every Saturday. And if that's not enough, we have a Facebook page, facebook.com/maxlevelgames. Post on stuff all the time.
And if that's still not enough, well,
Then you're asking too much.
stop being greedy.
You're asking too much. It's all we got. Okay.
God damn, what you want? A date? I mean, I'm not
I'm
objecting
flattered,
the
and all,
idea.
I'm flattered and all, but like I just don't swing that way. I don't think. Last thing of note, we're gonna say and do some very adult things here. Very adult humour and language.
No shit.
No, well, there you go. See, this is not for the faint of heart or the easily offended. So you've been warned.
So if you're a snowflake or easily triggered, get the fuck out of here.
You have come to the wrong side of the internet, my friend.
This is not dark web, this is our web.
Mate, that's brilliant. I love that. That's brilliant.
Stop the end, I like that.
I like that. I'm impressed. I'm looking at yeah. Well done you. So how you been, man?
I've been good. I've had to go get a finger up the bum and all that.
Oh, pleasant. Voluntarily or?
Yeah,
Are
totally.
you trying to
Let's go with that.
Are you trying to announce right now that you were raped? I fucking knew it.
I was molested as a child.
Probably.
I mean, I didn't object to it, like, but...
I was gonna say, did you complain? No.
No, not
you
really.
didn't.
No. Oh no! Stop! Get off.
Oh no!
Stop!
I don't
please,
want
no.
this. No, just get the ball gag as well.
Get the extra large butt plug this time.
So Liam, what have you been playing this week? I know you've been playing Spider-Man.
I finished Spider-Man.
You finished Spider-Man,
and I've platinum Spider-Man. Man,
that was your first
I
platinum.
have lost my platinum virginity.
Oh, mate, you've picked a good game to it though.
Yeah.
It is time consuming though.
It is, I'll give you that one. It's not so hard to platinum the game, it's really not hard to platinum it.
No, this is what I meant.
But it is just really time consuming.
It's kind of like the Lego games. They're easy to platinum, it requires
Takes the time.
comments. Yeah.
See, I've never played any of the Lego games, so I won't
that's
be able to compliment on that one, sorry sir. Comment.
You were right with the first letter.
Yeah.
I'm not sure which Lego game I'd recommend, to be honest. There's a few, well, it depends what you're into, right? Because it's all franchise based, isn't it? So
BDSM, hardcore.
you don't do that Lego game yet.
Oh, okay.
Yet. Yeah, you watch the space, you'll find it soon.
Lego, if you're hearing this, I want BDSM Lego.
But, oh god, that would hurt, wouldn't it though? All the bricks and stuff.
No, it'd
Think
just be
about
cool. It'd just be cool as a porno, I mean, more than anything else.
Maybe. If that had smashed, that'd have been fucking funny.
It was just doing me head in, because last week all you heard on this thing was...
Yeah, for those not watching along, that was Liam's phones. We just chucked it across the room. It's like, fuck this thing.
Fuck this shit, it's out.
Okay, but let's go back to Spider-Man a second.
Spider-Man.
So, without going to spoilers,
Yeah.
what do you think about the story as a whole?
The story, I don't think it could have been any better.
Mm.
Like, the whole Treyarch from the beginning to the end had me engrossed the whole time.
Yeah.
So I can't really moan about the story. The story was...
Pretty solid.
Italian hand.
Italian hand solid.
Yeah, so... But that ending, bro.
That ending though.
I'm not,
Oh my God.
I can't say nothing about it because obviously it's not past our 1 year rule, but...
God, it's not even past the 1 month. It's only just past the 1 month rule. That's not even a rule. But
that ending.
I know. If we want to go into that, we'll discuss that later if you want. But we'll just anyway.
That
Are you? Because I know I'm already booked on to get to see the the post-launch DLC, the Catwoman stuff, and everything after that. So what about you? Are you thinking the same or not?
I'm probably going to think about the same, because when I got this game, I had a lot of high hopes for it.
Yeah.
And the fact that it didn't just meet my high hopes, it exceeded them, was amazing. So I was like, yeah, I could invest in this game.
You want to invest more money to play?
Yeah, I could invest more into this game, and I'm going to, because it's just an amazing. It's one of them games that it got hyped the right amount. It didn't get overhyped. It didn't get underhyped. It was just like, yo, look, new Spider-Man, but we're not showing you anymore for months. Hey, it's being released next week. Look, you know what I mean?
Look at it.
Just look at it.
Hypnotoad Futurama, buy it.
Pretty much, you know what I mean?
Buy it, yeah.
It was like a smoking thing of Family Guy. Oh, no, haven't you seen it?
I don't think so. Oh yeah, the smoke. Yeah, that thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
It was kind of like that, but it was just perfect. So I thought, everything about it's just perfect. The mechanics, swinging mechanics, perfect. Story, perfect. Costumes in it.
Oh yeah, the variety of costumes.
The variety of costumes, perfect. The leveling system, perfect.
How did you go for leveling up though? Because I know that because I spent so much time doing the side stuff before the main stuff, I actually maxed it out before. Like I think I was 1 or 2 missions away from the end game.
Yeah, I think so. Same.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, let me think. No, tell like man, I literally maxed mine out. Last max, like last thing that I needed.
Hit the level 50 mark.
Yeah. Was just before the very last mission.
Oh, okay.
You know, just as you land, it was like, this is your last chance to.
Oh yeah.
I was like,
the typical game thing was like, if you don't gonna go back now and explore things, you might not come back for a while.
Yeah, so I was like, yep, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Maxed it completely out at that point. So I was like, I'm a badass.
All them suits are pretty cool though. They're planning to add more.
Are they?
Yeah, with the DLC and stuff, or potential updates and that. I think I've heard one rumor. I can't confirm it or nothing, but I know that when the New Game Plus feature comes into the game, which is hopefully soon, I think.
Yeah.
I think they're maybe adding a few new suits in the New Game Plus potentially. I know they're definitely adding some new ones in with the DLC, which comes out. Like,
what was your favourite suit though?
You see, this is the thing. I actually really liked the new like. The advanced suit,
Yeah,
the one
the
you actually
white-
get in the game.
White Spider.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why I'm wearing this t-shirt right now.
See, I don't know if it's my favourite, but it was the one I wore majority of the time.
Yeah.
It would have been the Punk Spider.
Spider-Punk, yeah.
Spider-Punk was amazing. I loved it.
I think when the New Game Plus feature does come out, I will go back and I'll actually play around with the suits and stuff I use. I did sort of dabble in between them every now and again for shits and giggles, for good photo opportunities and stuff.
Yeah.
But no, I stuck to the story suit because I actually really like it. I think it was really good.
See, the one I used the most, like I said, was Spider-Punk, but my favourite one was the last suit you get.
The last suit you get
just before you fight the last boss.
the story one.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So we can't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
can't talk about that. But
that was my favourite suit as well. That was my favourite suit, but I wore the Punk.
Yeah.
Spider-Punk more than anything else, obviously, because you don't get that. So.
To be fair, right, I love 20 to 99 Spider. I like no, I mean I like the comics and stuff. I read them once or twice. No. I like the way that looks. Some of the classics, like the Scarlet suit, the Scarlet Spider-Man, which is like the little blue hoodie thing, and the Clone Saga, yeah, Ben Riley. Spider-Man Noir, I like that as well. I think that's pretty cool. There's a few other ones in there I don't really want to get into. But I don't know. I like the suits. I
like the fact that I could. Oh no! Do you know what one I did play with for a long time?
Go on.
Just because I thought it was cool. The vintage comic book one.
Ooh, yeah, I like that one. Yeah.
It was so.
It's just a bit jarring because the colours of it are so bold.
That's what I mean.
It
stands out. It stood out more than the actual games. It was like, this is weird as shit.
It's like cell shaded, isn't it? Yeah.
It was so good though.
It's pretty good. Yeah.
I love the superpower on it though.
Oh, the quips.
Yeah, you just insult your enemy. That's the only thing it was good for.
But there is I think one of the last suits you get in game. I think it's I think it's the suit you get for 100% completion and story stuff.
I haven't got. Yeah, I've got it.
You should have. Yeah. Platinumed it, you should have, yeah.
No, that's what I mean. I was like, shit. I only platinumed it last night. So
okay, fair enough. The suit power that comes with that suit, where it's like, enemies go down in one hit, but so do you. I was like, ooh. That's an intriguing notion you've thrown my way there, Insomniac. Stroke my invisible beard.
I haven't played with that suit yet, but I'm gonna have to now.
No, I didn't try it myself either. I just saw the suit power. I was like,
I'm gonna give it a go.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm definitely giving that a go.
Cool. Okay, so Anything else, or just kind of?
Just really, I've been focused on grinding that out, getting that platinumised.
That's fair.
Not much to talk about, but I dabbled in a little bit of GTA. That's about it, really.
Standard.
You know, just I'm having a break from this now. You know what I mean? That's all.
No, I know.
Can't really say much about GTA. It's just I've said too much about it, to be perfectly honest.
You've basically written a thesis on it already.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay.
I wrote to Rockstar. You know what I mean? It's
So
the game.
So what I did this week was obviously I played more Phoenix Wright.
Yeah.
But before I talk about that, I'll say that I finished off that PSVR game that I was talking about, Along Together.
Yeah.
I don't know if I was talking to you about it. I talked about you the elevator one, didn't I? The floor plan.
Yeah.
The same guys who made that made this, but it's a puzzle platformer thing.
No.
You essentially help sell some kid save his dog. That's all. It's like I think there's like 12 levels. Not very long, really. It's alright. It's pretty good. My problem was it was one of those smaller games. It was an easy platinum. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when I say easy, I mean quotation marks easy, because it seems like no motherfuckers play in this game. So trying to find like a bit of a guide to say, okay, there's one specific trophy that's like, high five. Give the kid a high five.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So the controller in game is a hand.
Yeah. So
I took it to him and was like, go on, do it. Hit me.
do something.
And all of them do was fucking either tickling his head or like waving at him like that. I was like, that's not what I want. And what I realised was having to dig through the internet for like 20 minutes, which is just ridiculous for a game.
Cheater.
I know. I don't care. Apparently there's very specific moments in the game that the kid will offer you a high five.
Yeah.
And you've got to
Take it, basically.
Essentially, yeah. So I was like, fuck.
You got to take it off the kid, yeah.
God damn it.
You said it, not me. That's all I'm saying.
Yes. Anyway, you've got to take the opportunity to high five the child. Choose my words more carefully.
We're going to hell.
Probably. So yeah. But other than that, it was alright. It only came out this year actually, which is quite surprising.
Oh.
May 29th of May. But I think comparing this to the other game that the developer made with the elevator and stuff and the fucking puzzles and shit, I prefer that over this. Not that it's a bad game. It's just,
Do you know what game I've been looking at? I downloaded it because it was free.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't played it yet, but it's intrigued me a little bit.
Go on.
Destiny 2.
Oh yeah, it was a free game last month, wasn't it?
Yeah, I downloaded it. I just sat there, hasn't done nothing yet. Now, I don't know whether it's the fact that it's a first-person shooter. I'm intrigued, though, because we all know I'm an FPS. You know.
You're an FPS buff. Yeah, we know.
Or whether it's the fact that I feel like it's too Halo-ish. That's putting me off it.
Yeah.
But I think I'm just gonna bite the bullet. Per se.
Yeah. No pun intended.
Yeah. To just give it a go and see what that's like. So.
To be fair, I didn't think Destiny 2 was awful.
I haven't played any of it.
Okay, so essentially, it goes like this. My cousin gave me a copy of Destiny 1 fucking years ago because he didn't want it.
Yeah.
Just like flat out, I don't want it. Do you want to play it? I was like, yeah, go on, give it a try. I didn't really like it either, so I got rid of it. At the time, trading value was on like a $5.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck it, just get rid of the fucking thing. And then Destiny 2 came out, and our friend Isaac got it, and he said, "Oh, come on, play with me." I was like, "Go on, fine, I'll play online with you." So I bought that. It was enjoyable. I finished it, and then but playing through that, I was like, okay, now I can't want to go back and play Destiny 1, and so I sat there and forced myself through the first Destiny game, which at the point that I jumped into it, it had already been out for a while, so it had been updated, fixed, all these kind of bollocks.
Yeah.
So it wasn't that bad, but my issue with these games is that it's very much you get the most out of your experience if you play with someone online. I said play with someone online, Liam. Let me finish the sentence before you get dirty. God damn it.
Welcome to the podcast.
That's later. So, yeah, that's what I think of Destiny. Go on. What were you saying?
No, I'm just saying, I'm going to give it a go, and if you still got it.
Well, it's free now, isn't it? So, yeah, I have. I've not downloaded it, but
I was going to say, if you fancy, we'll go online, we'll just smash it all together.
Yeah, we can have another go.
Online.
Yeah, we can have a go, but yeah. See, I think I don't remember, like, fucking years ago, I posted that Instagram picture. It was like, I was playing Destiny 2, and my character went from level 8 to level 25 in one mission. I was like, what the fuck? Wow. How much experience did I get from that mission? Jesus Christ!
Did I just, like, age 25 years?
So, yeah, I'll play with you online with it, why not?
Yeah, we'll give it a bash.
Okay. But yeah, as I say, I've been playing Phoenix, right? I finished the second game in this trilogy, which is Justice for All, and that last trial was it was intense. I'm not gonna lie. There was a kidnapping. There was inner turmoil because like basically all your clients up to that point, they are actually innocent.
Oh, okay.
Like you are saving them from being wrongly accused. But on the last trial, yeah, he did it. He actually did it, and you're just like, but at the same time, so essentially the client is just this superstar fucking actor fella who's hired an assassin to kill the guy. So he's technically the guy who put out the hit. So he's the criminal.
Yeah.
But the assassin has also taken your best mate hostage. It's like if you don't get him an acquittal, which means
if he doesn't get him basically out.
If I don't get him a not guilty, then your friend's gonna die. And it's just like, but I know he's the killer. What do I do? And it actually gave you a choice at the end. It's like, are you gonna say that this man's guilty, and potentially lose your friend, or are you gonna say that he's not guilty and then get your friend back, but you know you've let a killer out on the streets? And it's just like, oh, fuck.
Sounds like a standard day in Liverpool, to be honest.
Why are you in Liverpool court so much, Liam? Nothing. I played the fifth.
No. I plead the fifth because my actions may incriminate me.
That's exactly what they said in the game as well, you know. Is it? Yeah. To be fair, I think it's loosely based on American kind of courtroom politics.
Yeah, it's like, I think in America you can plead the fifth because you feel your
words might incriminate you.
Yeah, your words may incriminate.
Bit of a, I don't know if it's real, like, but in the game at least, it's set up that if you do that though, if you choose not to testify, that also means you can't testify. So while you have a chance to say something and be clear about what happened and all the rest, if you choose not to say that, then should something else arise that could incriminate you, like without you even saying anything, you then can't defend yourself.
You're fucked.
You're fucked. Because that was in the first game with where you had like the police chief on the witness stand accusing him of murder.
Yeah.
And it was just like he said, I don't want to testify, and the judge was like, you know that if you do this, you can no longer testify later. And it's like, I'm fine. And then obviously all the evidence is like, well now we literally have irrefutable proof that you are the killer.
Just picking it up and being like, right, so are you going to lube up or are you just going to take this raw?
Just like, shit.
I can't even answer.
But yeah, getting back on topic slightly. Yeah. I love these games. I think they're brilliant. I've moved on to the last one now, which is Trials and Tribulations. The first chapter is always like the tutorial chapter, really. But this first tutorial chapter was really heartbreaking because you played as Mia, who is your main character's mentor in the first game.
Oh, okay.
But in the second episode of the first game, she gets killed.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, oh no. I mean, she pops back up every now and again because she's part of a family of spirit mediums, and her sister is also a spirit medium who channels her spirit. And and in the game's lore itself, when a medium channels a spirit, they basically become who that person is. So,
do you ever just play normal games?
Nah.
Do you ever just play? Have you ever just sat there and thought, I'm gonna play a little bit of Call of Duty?
No, not really.
Every single time, it's like I come on here and I think, I've got something good this time. I've got something. I played this, and then you just come along and you just like
spirit mediums and lawsuits and murder.
No, I'm just there going.
I can't help it, mate. I love stories.
I fucking hate you.
I love stories. It's why I love Danganronpa so much. This has like a very Danganronpa vibe for me, but it's a lot more like evidence based as opposed to you're lying.
So you really should play LA New York. You'd love it.
You know what? If it comes on sale, I'll get it. How about that?
You're just a whore.
Maybe.
You're just a whore. That's all you are.
Anyway, as I say, this is the last game in the trilogy. I'm looking forward to moving on to new games, but it's a good game. Like I said, when these games are getting remastered again next year for like PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and I was thinking, do I buy it again?
I would.
I kind of want to buy it again.
Do
all pretty and stuff.
Do it.
No, I don't know. I'll see how much the price is.
Do it.
I'll see how much it costs first. But
this is your inner conscience. You should totally get this game.
Why is my inner conscience Scouse?
Stop. Just shut up.
Stop poking holes in my logic. But no, I recommend the games to anyone. Absolutely. I think that's it then, isn't it, for games played?
I think that's it for games. I mean, I don't know.
Well, as we both said, we've got too much of a life now. We're back doing lives and adult stuff again. We can't play games anymore.
We gotta be that grown-up thingy.
Literally only yesterday, I've actually finished decorating a room, which took 3 fucking weeks. Maybe 4.
Wow.
That's how long it took us to decorate that room.
Wow.
It was near 4 weeks, so... And that's only the first room in the house.
Oh, God.
I know. So... Moving on slightly.
Quickly.
Okay, so let's get on to the film side of news. Well, film and TV news. There's a fair bit of TV news this week. We usually start talking with, like, any sort of superhero-related news, because it's usually quite a lot. But unfortunately... I think the very first thing I have to mention this week, the biggest elephant in the room, is we had passing this week, Mr. Scott Wilson. Most notably, in more recent years, played Herschel in The Walking Dead. He unfortunately passed away.
Yeah.
Age 76.
He started in, was it the end of season 1 or the beginning of season 2?
Wasn't it? No, it was the beginning of season 2,
I think
wasn't it?
Yeah, because Carl got shot and he
Yeah.
had to rush him to Herschel. Yeah.
Yeah, and he was there.
Carried him. Rick carried him, yeah.
He was there up until, was it end of season 4 or 3?
No, at the end of season 4.
They were in the prison, yeah.
Yeah, where...
And the governor... Yeah, the governor cuts his head off.
Gives him a close shave.
Very fucking close shave. Yeah, unfortunately... Unfortunately, he passed away. That was on the 7th, so it was only like 3 days ago.
Yeah, we tend to do this where when actors die, or anyone close stars, we tend to take a moment silence. So
just remembering Scott Wilson, moment of silence. Okay, but keeping with Walking Dead though, season 9 has just. Well, it actually came out already. The first episode launched the other day. We have 2 bits of Walking Dead news. The first is to do with what's to come in this season. Apparently, we're having 3 returning characters, major characters who are returning this season. In what form? No idea. The problem is all these characters canonically are dead.
Yes.
So they're either gonna appear as walkers or flashbacks.
Well, they can't come back as walkers.
Oh no, because
they were all killed when they were walkers.
Yeah, they have. Yeah, well, yeah, they have, haven't they?
They have.
I was trying to think about, So, essentially, these 3 characters that are coming back, most likely in flashback roles, are Shane, who's played by John Bernthal, Herschel, who is, I know, Scott Wilson,
No, what I was about to say was we should, the person who plays Shane is also obviously notified and popularised in the new Punisher as well.
Yes, he's also the Punisher as well.
In Netflix original series.
Which I believe season 2 is coming up. Well, I think season 2 is actually in post-production now.
I can't wait for it. He also played a character in Wolf of Wall Street.
I've not seen that.
It's a good film, I suggest it.
Okay. So we have Shane coming back, Herschel's coming back. The big question there is...
How?
He actually already filmed. It's a Carrie Fisher situation. She already filmed all the scenes before she passed. I mean, it's either great timing or poor timing, depending on how you look at it. Really. So.
I mean, a loss of life's always poor timing, but I guess...
No, of course, yeah.
Business-wise and filming-wise, it was quite convenient. It was quite convenient.
And then Sasha, who is played by Sonequa Martin Green.
That's a hard name to say. I know what you're saying.
Yeah, I had to take a second there. So no word again on how or when they're going to come back. They're just going to come back at some point this season. Again, probably flashbacks.
And for people who aren't fans of The Walking Dead, or are just life fans of The Walking Dead, Shane died at the end of season 2.
Yes.
Yeah, he was shot. He was stabbed through the stomach by Rick, and then later shot through the head by. When he came back as a walker, he got shot by Carl.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
Carl killed him. Herschel,
as we already said,
was decapitated by the governor.
Yeah,
and Sasha decided to take her own life.
But it was in an effort to try and kill.
Yeah, it was in an effort to try and kill Negan, which sadly didn't work.
No.
So
it was good though. It was a pretty good death.
She was looking for a way out.
Yeah. Well, yeah, she lost Tyrone.
Yeah.
Tyrese.
She lost Tyrese, and then didn't she lose
Bob? Yeah, she liked Bob, didn't she?
I'm on about. I can't remember his name. Is that his name? Ginger fella.
Oh, Abraham.
Abraham, that's his name.
Well, she liked Bob as well, though.
Yeah, she liked Bob as well. So she lost. So all in all, she lost.
Tyrese, Bob, Abraham. Basically, every man in her life just died.
So word of advice: don't get with her.
Yeah, it's just be careful.
I mean, unless you're suicidal, then God, do you?
Or better yet, take out some big life insurance first.
Yeah.
But the next bit of season 9 news is a bit depressing, really.
Yep.
The premiere was on Sunday, I believe, in America. It might have already.
It was Monday over here.
Yeah, Monday over here in the UK. And the ratings for the season premiere are the lowest it's been since season 2. Specifically, there was 6.2 1.08 million viewers.
Wow.
Which, that sounds like a lot of viewers, obviously.
No,
but,
that's took a bomb to have that.
well, yeah, well, in comparison to season 8, which was obviously the last season premiere, that was 11.44 million. So that's almost effectively halved. Literally half the viewership has come back for the next season.
I don't know what it is. It's. I mean, for me, I'm a big Walking Dead fan. I don't know about yourself. But
Oh yeah, I like it too. Yeah, I mean, I'm one of those guys that's like, I like the comics more than the show, but still.
yeah, I'm one of those. I like the comics more than I like the show, but I've been there since day dot.
Yeah.
Since October the 31st, 2010. Yeah, 9
I know.
o'clock.
Yeah, I know.
I remember the date, the time.
What you had for breakfast that day?
You know what I mean? I remember being so psyched because I was in school and everyone was like, "What are you doing?" Like, watching The Walking Dead, watching The Walking Dead, watching The Walking Dead. You're coming out? Fuck off! I'm watching The Walking Dead. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was that psyched. So I've been there since day dot, and it feels to me that it's not. It stopped being. It feels like it's lost its gore fact. Like that was the thing that had it. You know what I mean? It was a real gritty, dirty, apocalyptic zombie
Survival, yeah.
and it's now it just feels like
It's a bit of a slow pace, really.
it's more of a slow burn. And I made the joke before, and I think a lot of people will agree with it. It seems to have the same repetitive story, you know.
Yeah.
We need to get somewhere safe. We found somewhere safe. Someone wants this place. We gotta kill him. This place isn't safe no more. We gotta move on.
Yeah, and rinse and repeat, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I spoke to a few people about what their opinions on the season 9 premiere, and remember we had that news story ages ago how there was going to be a time jump of like a year and a half, and I mean, honestly, I'm trying to give it the benefit of the doubt, because if you do such a big time jump like that at the start of a new season, I imagine the first episode would be kind of slow, because you kind of spend most of your time establishing what's happened, where people are, what's developed, and shit like that. So that's probably why the first episode is pretty slow. Hopefully, if the like I said, the Whisperers are in this season, supposed to be, according to that trailer, so that should be pretty good.
That sounds.
Yeah.
Hopefully that'll draw a few more fans in, but still, I think they're gonna have to bring, as much as I hate to. I'm not a director. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm no one special. It's just my personal opinion. I think that they should bring back the gore factor that they took out of it. I think that's what they need to do.
Yeah. Obviously the difficulty is they are having such a wide departure from the comics as well. Like, obviously with Carl passing, and now Rick is leaving somehow this season. I don't know, it's just going to be very different. Although, fun little fact here, the season 1 premiere was actually only 5.35 million viewers.
I mean,
that's obviously the lowest premiere viewers, but then again, it was the very first episode.
I was one of them.
You were one of them. Of course you were.
Of course I was.
I just thought it was an interesting fact, and like told in like all the comparison kind of thing.
I totally added to that 5.35 million.
You contributed to that number.
I'm just saying that could have easily been 5.34, but
I'm proud of you, son. I'm proud of you.
You're man here.
Okay, so that's it for Walking Dead news. We're gonna have to talk a bit about Marvel news. This is a bit sad as well, a bit bittersweet more than anything else.
I know this week's probably bittersweet of everything. It's like, oh god,
I know.
Can we just stop? Can we just have happiness for once?
We know, Liam. We're not allowed to be happy. Okay, so
we're comic book nerds. We're not allowed to be happy.
We're not allowed to be happy. We're not allowed to be happy. We have to be angry at things all the time. It's just like a law. So, Avengers 4 reshoots, I believe they're still going on, potentially finishing up. Chris Evans, Captain America himself, who has played the role for the last 8 years in 7 Marvel Cinematic Universe films. He's been in 7 films. 7 films as Captain America.
I'm so sorry, but I have to take a piss out of you.
I know, it's fine. He has wrapped filming for Avengers 4 on Thursday, and that's him done. That is him done as Captain America.
Yeah.
He's already said back in March he's not going to renew his contract.
That's so sad, though.
I know. We've no more Captain America now.
What's going to happen to Marvel, seriously? Because they're all coming to the end of the contract. Even Robbie Downey Jr.'s turned around and said he's not doing anymore. I know he said it at the end of Iron Man 3, but he said that even he's done now. It's time to pass the gauntlet on. Yeah,
I think Chris Evans put it best. It's something like, you want to get off the train before they push you off.
Yeah, you want to get off the train before they force you off. Yeah,
so...
it's nice to go out on your own terms as well.
Yeah, so he posted his tweet out as well. It reads, quote, "Officially wrapped on Avengers 4. It was an emotional day to say the least. Playing this role over the last 8 years has been an honour. To everyone in front of the camera, behind the camera, and in the audience, thank you for the memories. Eternally grateful." Quick question though. If we're going with like comic book continuity, Winter Soldier and Falcon have both become Captain America.
Yeah.
Who would you want to become Captain America more?
Winter Soldier.
Yeah,
I think Bucky would play the Winter Soldier a lot better.
You mean Captain America?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I think the difficulty there is obviously Captain America is a lot more morally sound-ish.
Bucky's not the most morally sound.
Okay,
people.
Bucky's killed a few people. Let's just put it that way.
Bucky's done life.
Yeah, Bucky's shed some blood. So
Yeah.
it'd be interesting to try and see him take on the mantle and change.
I would like to. You know what I think would be a funny twist on it all?
What?
If Deadpool became the new Captain America.
Captain Deadpool.
That's what I mean.
I remember hearing ages ago there was this one like idea floating around where you'd get a Falcon and Winter Soldier like buddy film, like similar to Thor Ragnarok,
Yeah.
where they're both trying to one up each other to become the new Captain America, and by the end of the film they're just like, neither of us.
But let's be perfectly honest. Who's gonna win in that fight? Falcon or Winter Soldier?
That's a good question, really.
It's the Winter Soldier all the
Probably,
way.
yeah. I don't know.
Like you said, that boy's done life.
Yeah. Okay, so moving on from the technical difficulties we just experienced there, quite horrendous, really. Motherfucker. The next piece of news is to do with Venom. I don't just mean Venom specifically at the film. I mean Venom as a character in filming history, I guess.
The whole from like Spider-Man 3.
So yeah, so basically from Spider-Man 3 to where we are now. So the reason Venom was in Spider-Man 3 is because of a man called Avi Arad, who works for Sony.
Again, why do these never have normal names like John, Paul,
they just
Kev?
can't. It's Hollywood. They can't have normal names. It's not fair.
No, just one day I'm just gonna hear yes, and the director was named Paul Smith. Just so simple. It's always like fucking some French dude that's not French. He's Italian.
Who's actually not really Italian, but half Mexican too.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So he
Jose Arriba.
originally Spider-Man 3 didn't feature Venom. I'm not sure what it featured, but it was actually a lot more better than what we got, really. I know that sentence escaped me there. So the reason Venom's in it is because of Avi Arad. Essentially, Venom was very popular at the time, and they were like, "Why is Venom not in the film? Put him in the film. We need to get Venom toys, Venom bags, Venom butt plugs. Fucking put him on anything." So essentially, he's the reason Venom.
Put him in anything.
Put him in everything and anything. He's the reason Venom was in there, and he's actually apologized for that. He said, "I'm sorry we fucked up with Venom in Spider-Man 3.
Do you know what, bro? It's okay.
We forgive you."
No, I'm gonna admit it. I forgive you. It's become a bit of a cult classic more than anything else.
Yeah, he's a very popular character. I understand that they were just looking at him like, we can make some money off this if you put this.
You
character
just
in the film.
fucked up with the character. With the
apparently in the original Sam Raimi Spider-Man films, Venom wasn't even in the third film or the fourth film. The plans that Sam Raimi had for the films.
Why?
It just they didn't want to introduce him yet. Essentially, the story here is that he's sorry for Spider-Man 3, which, to be fair, I accept the apology.
I accepted it. It opened. It wasn't the best, but it opened a window, I suppose, for Venom.
Yeah, it gave us a Venom. It wasn't a very.
Yeah, it wasn't a Venom we wanted.
No, but
it wasn't a Venom we needed.
But it was a Venom.
It was a Venom.
Yeah. And speaking of Venom, though, we have to talk about the new Venom film. Neither of us have actually seen it yet. We were planning to go watch it, but we didn't actually get around to watching it. So, the director of Venom has come out and revealed that Tom Holland was never gonna appear in the film anyway. All the rumors and stuff like, oh, maybe he's gonna make a cameo. No, never.
Yeah, we know he wasn't because he was he's in a completely different universe.
No, I understand, but it's all those rumors that we're speculating around the entire time. It's the same thing about the ratings. You know, it's like, oh, it could be R-rated. We don't know. Spider-Man could be in there. We don't know. The film comes out. Oh yeah, no, it's PG-13. Always was. And
there's no Spider-Man.
Never. We never even considered the fact that Tom Holland was going to be in it.
We just said that so you buy tickets.
Literally, the quote was, "At no point was Tom Holland going to be in this movie." That's it. So really, he's lied to us again.
He has and he hasn't.
Yeah, I mean,
he didn't say Tom Holland's gonna be in this, and he didn't it's gonna be R-rated.
But to be fair, every time they were questioned about it, they didn't exactly outright dispute it either.
They should have.
They should have
just said, no, listen, it's gonna be PG-13, and no, there's no Spider-Man in it.
Yeah, because obviously, again, they come back to this whole notion of we know that it's not.
There's no
Marvel.
Spider-James in it.
We know it's not Marvel and Disney and stuff because it's Sony handling these things, but the common movie-going audience don't know this.
The commoners.
the
peasants.
the casuals, the filthy film casuals. They don't know this, so
as far as they're concerned, Venom and Spider-Man is going to be in the same film.
Yeah, that's what. I mean, this is what people hope as well. This is what the guys at Sony are hoping for anyway. But...
I mean, let's be honest. Even to a small degree, you've got to admit it. I think me and you were even hoping that Spider-Man would appear in it. I know I was.
There was a part of me that was, primarily because I just want to know what state we're looking at. What is going on with Sony more than anything else.
I mean, to be perfectly honest, I think if Tom Holland was to have shown up in Venom, that would have just...
It would have confused the crap out of people. Because just looking at it, hang on, didn't he get dusted?
Yeah.
So...
And not even that, I think, for people like me and you that are more invested into these...
More in the know.
Yeah. I think if we'd have seen Tom Holland appear in a Sony film, that'd have sort of been like the nail on the head to confirm that Sony's selling out to Disney.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get what you mean.
So...
It's a weird one. But speaking of Venom, though, we have to talk about how well it's done.
It has done well considering.
I mean, critically. I mean, right? Okay. I will put a preface on this right now. I don't like Rotten Tomatoes. I don't use the site at all.
I think it is so badly judgmental.
The only time I ever reference Rotten Tomatoes is because it's pretty culturally relevant in terms of like knowing about film scores. And
Everyone knows about Rotten Tomato.
At the minute, last time I looked, at least the other day, it was pretty low critically, like review score wise, but like public in the 90s, 94% of people want to go see it.
Well, that's what I mean.
It really shows actually, because
it tends to do that though. Have you noticed every time a bad film critically, it turns out the audience absolutely love it, but because these critics that probably have no idea. Know what pissed me off? These critics are the type of people that are looking at it not from a fan's point of view, not from an audience point of view. They're looking at it actually as a film critic.
Yeah.
Like, no, lighting was shit, story was shit. You know what I mean? But to the fans, it's like, no, that story was amazing.
Yeah.
It stayed true to the fucking context of the fucking comic book and stuff like that.
Or with something like Venom, it takes liberties that aren't the horrible liberties.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? That's what I mean. So for fans, we could sit there and absolutely love it and rave it, but it won't get a sequel. And I'm not saying it won't. I'm just saying, for example, it won't get a sequel and it won't get any more because critically,
it didn't do very well.
It didn't do very well.
But I think, getting back on topic slightly, we know this is going to get a sequel because preview night for Venom, it broke records. It brought in $10 million.
I think
preview night.
That's what I'm saying. I think even though the fact that everyone said it was going to be bad and that, the fact that it was Venom. And let's be honest, you turn around to anyone and say, who's your favourite Spider-Man villain?
It's either going to be like, it's usually the
top 6.
Green Goblin or Venom.
Yeah.
And maybe...
Scorpion, Rhino.
Yeah. Like, basically, it's either the Sinister Six.
It is the Sinister Six.
It's some part, or Venom. / Carnage. Yeah. But moving on though, opening weekend in the US box office, it made $80 million.
Damn.
And then worldwide weekend box office, $125.2 million. So effectively, so far, Venom has made over $200 million. Like, so I think
it's done well then.
Well, this is the also little crux as well, because again, I'm not like, you know, a director or producer or anything exactly like this in Hollywood, but from what I know, when to be considered done well, it has to basically make its money back and then some.
It's like it's either got to double how much it made to make the film.
Yeah. Well, actually, no. I think even in Sony's case, any profit is good.
Let's be honest, Sony don't make the best films.
No, they don't. But that's what I'm saying. So I'm still not entirely sure if Venom's budget has actually been revealed, like how much it cost to make the film. But if it's anywhere under $200 million at this point, then they've definitely made the money back and then some.
Yeah.
So I think
with the Venom,
I think it's almost guaranteed that there's going to be a Venom sequel. Plus, from what I've heard about post-credit scenes, they're definitely hinting at a sequel.
Yeah. Yeah, but they've hinted that that's what I mean. It pisses me off as well, that sort of idea. Like, we're thinking about a sequel, so we put this in at the end of the credits, and then nothing ever comes of it.
Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
Hang on, go back to a second there. You sang the Venom line from the Eminem song.
Yeah.
Only like 3 or 4 things in that entire song are actually referenced to Venom himself.
It's literally just a word.
I know. It's Venom, and he mentioned you hear symbiote once or twice, and then he mentions Eddie Brock at the end. That's it. Literally it. The only thing is, when you watch the video, it does that whole double face thing from the film. And at one point, he goes into a dog. That was weird. You watched the video?
I haven't seen the video yet.
Watch the video. It's a
watch the
strange
video.
one. Essentially, it's like some guy walking down the street. He finds like a rogue CD just sitting there. It's all black on both sides,
Yeah.
and it starts to like bubble and stuff. It's like, oh, well, this is meant to be the symbiote.
Yeah.
He puts it in his CD player because apparently this is the 90s.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he just becomes Eminem. There's this whole. It's like, you know how in the trailers for Venom, it's Venom's face doing the double face on Tom Hardy. It's Eminem's double face on casual people. Every time he bumps into someone, they become
Eminem.
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 Oh god. So yeah, that's Venom. That's how it's doing.
Funny thing about Eminem as well, he's hinted a lot about the idea of actually wanting to start to get into the MCU. He's never actually turned around and said, I want.
What, he's got a bit of an acting bug in him?
Yeah, he's got a bit. He wants to be in some way part of the MCU.
It's funny you mention that because there is actually a comic book series called The Punisher versus Eminem. No, is it versus or and Eminem? There is a comic series. There is a line of comics, few issues, where the Punisher works with Eminem.
Eminem as in Marshall Mathers.
As in Eminem, Marshall Mathers, Eminem.
Lad, that'd be so cool.
Mate, I will show you the cover art after we've recorded this.
That'd be cool.
Fucking brilliant. I've not actually read it, but I know it exists.
That'd be cool. Well, maybe that's how it's gonna go then. Maybe it's gonna end up on season 2 of Punisher.
Oh my god, could you imagine? Could you fucking imagine? He comes into the MCU as himself.
Exactly. That'd be amazing.
Fucking brilliant. Oh god. Okay, but moving on from the Marvel side of things, we're gonna have to look at DC because we have our very first look at Batwoman for the Arrowverse, CW Arrowverse. We have it on screen here now. Anyone watching on YouTube will see it as well. And as Liam's jaw, the sound of Liam's jaw hitting the floor describes, it looks pretty fucking good. So yeah, it's very comic book faithful. I'll say that much. From what I've seen of Batwoman, it's very comic faithful.
I just need to use your toilet a minute.
No, yeah, 100%. Yeah, just clean up afterwards. Yeah, 100%. So yeah, this is our Batwoman. Well, this is Batwoman of the CW's Arrowverse. So it's like Arrow, Flash, Supergirl, Legend of Tomorrow, I think.
I want to become a Joker just so she has to hit me.
Oh my god. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I can now see why you were all like, oh, Ruby Rose is so gorgeous. I'm not gonna lie, she does look pretty good in this.
I'm sure I'm not sure if she's bisexual or she's lesbian.
Well, I know the character's lesbian.
Yeah.
So,
but I don't know if she's bisexual or lesbian. Either way, if she was a lesbian, I would actually consider getting a sex change.
You become a woman.
I would become a woman.
So you could be in
just so I have a chance.
I mean,
a small chance, but it's a chance.
It's a chance you're willing to take.
Yes.
Oh, why not?
I am willing to change everything about myself. I think I'd make a pretty girl.
I think you're a pretty girl already, Liam. So yeah, that's
I'm not sucking your dick.
God damn it.
On camera.
Fair enough. That's coming out in December. That Arrowverse crossover is this December, so we'll see it on screen in action this December. We'll probably get a trailer before then, though. In all honesty.
All I'm saying is make sure you go and see the premiere because them seats are probably going to be sticky afterwards.
No, TV.
That's even better. I thought it was a movie.
No. Arrowverse is the Green Arrow TV show stuff. So you can watch it.
I can watch this at home.
On a comfy couch in my room all alone with the lights off and some candles.
And a tub of Vaseline.
A tub? Jesus Christ.
Oh, I'm fapping.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I am fapping.
Okay, well, let's move on to a story that you shouldn't fap to.
It's going to bleed.
We know how Disney have got a thing about remaking their old cartoons these days. We have we had Cinderella, we have Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin's coming out, Jungle Book happened, Mulan's happening, Dumbo's happening. Well, now Lilo and Stitch is happening. Exactly. The questionable eyebrows is most people's reaction as well. That's gonna look weird as fuck.
How are you gonna do a live action version of Stitch?
I don't know. They're basically gonna do they're probably gonna do similar to what they did with Jungle Book and Beauty and the Beast. So it's part CGI
to fuck.
It's a CGI and live action thing.
I'm a Christ.
So basically, the Hollywood Reporter said that Dan Lin and Jonathan Erich are set to produce the film.
We almost had normal names.
Almost. Mike Van Wise.
Yep, and then we went.
Is going to be the writer of the script. And I didn't know this. This makes me feel old. Lilo and Stitch came out in 2002. That is 16 years ago. The first film the original Lilo and Stitch film came out 16 years ago. How old do you feel, mate?
What'd you say, Timmy?
I haven't put my hearing aid on. There's no release date or any casting just yet. We literally just know it's in development. Although, again,
Who's matching?
It's supposed to be a rumor, so take it as a bunch of salt.
Who's rumor?
You're a rumor.
I once knew a girl. I once knew a girl named Yaruma.
Yaruma?
Yaruma. She was a good girl. Fine girl. Would have made a good wife. God, I'm old.
You don't know, Grandad. Right. Okay, so New York Comic Con just happened this last week or so, I think it was. And Hellboy were there. Well, specifically the Hellboy reboot coming out next year with David Harbour.
I knew
which
it,
is going to be R-rated. Which is going to be R-rated. Apparently they showed off some exclusive footage at New York Comic Con.
Is it going to be R-rated?
Yes.
Or is it PG-13 and no one knows about it?
This one's actually going to be R-rated. They also showed off this poster, which I've just noticed now, the caption of the film is called Legendary AF.
Legendary as fuck, Hellboy.
I love it. And I really like how it looks as well. Obviously, it'll be on screen for you guys. I didn't know Mila Jovovich was in it. She's playing the
Antagonist?
Queen of Blood. These are the characters that are on there that I don't know. I've not read the Hellboy comics. I don't know about these characters, but Queen of Blood is on there.
Of course, a woman is going to be the Queen of Blood.
Well, oh,
Nah.
that took me a second.
It took them a whole month.
A character, Major Ben Daimo. I'm not sure who that is on screen. And then Alice Monaghan. I'm
gonna guess that's the other girl.
Yeah, probably with the dreads by the look of it. It looks pretty cool. I think.
It does.
I think. And
Wait,
then
that Big Ben.
Yeah, that's Big Ben at the back. Yeah.
Wait, so it's gonna be set in London?
I think so.
Because that's the London. There's the London Bridge. There's Big Ben.
Yeah, no, I honestly have absolutely no idea. What I have just noticed though is Hellboy's hair is a lot longer than it was in the old films.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure it's that long in the comics, is it? I don't know.
Maybe they're just trying to...
They're trying something new. I like the designs of some of the demons, though, on the left side.
Yeah, I do like that.
That one looks very like Carnage Vulture. Well, it could just be the red look of the poster, but...
It might just be the red look of the culture.
The culture.
The culture.
The poster.
That was Carnage and poster.
Carnage and Vulture. Culture.
Yeah, culture, that's it.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Cute couple names! Culture! Carnage and Vulture.
So, yeah, I think it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll see a trailer soonish. It was supposed to come out in January.
I'm just actually taken back by how good the art design is.
Oh, no. I'm definitely looking forward to it. And I remember when the first image of David Harbour as Hellboy came out, you look at him and go, Ron Perlman got buff. Wait, that's not Ron Perlman? What the fuck? Because you look at him and think that he looked a spit like he did in the Guillermo del Toro
I mean,
films.
now I look at now I know he's a different character. You can see slight difference.
I mean, yeah. When you, it's essentially when you point out the most obvious fact of the matter, and then you start to see
the differences
in him. But no, that's not Ron Perlman, David Harbour from Stranger Things. So yeah, that's a nice new poster to look at. Okay,
when did the dude who played fucking in Lord of the Rings Frodo's mate as well?
No, he was in Stranger Things.
Yeah,
season 2.
Was he? Yeah.
But that's not the sheriff guy.
Oh, okay, no mind. I'm just gonna shut up.
It's alright. We have some Game of Thrones-esque news to do with Peter Dinklage. He was interviewed about Game of Thrones and Tyrion and stuff, and he says that his story, the story of Tyrion in Game of Thrones, quote, ends beautifully, and the whole show is going to end brilliantly. There's a big quote here, so it goes, quote, "There are no better writers in television than Dan Wise and David Benioff. They ended it brilliantly, better than I could have imagined, and you people are in for it. It ends beautifully for my character, whether it be tragic or not." End quote. So, I mean, obviously you're not a Game of Thrones fan, I know that.
I do like Tyrion, no.
Yeah, Tyrion's pretty cool.
He's just...
I am the god of tits and wine.
He just doesn't give a fuck.
No, God, no, of course not.
I love it when everyone calls it, we go to everyone walks around and they're going, imp. And he's like, yes, I know.
Yeah.
He's like, I know, I don't care.
I don't give a shit.
I don't give a shit because I get treated better than you.
Yeah, I'm wealthy.
I am the god of tits and wine.
So really, this honestly just leads more of these like tidbits that the cast keeps throwing out, like, oh, the ending is so
Sad. Oh,
sad,
so
divisive.
epic.
Some might love it, some might not. And now he's just like, it might end brilliantly.
I want to see him on the Iron Throne.
Really?
Yeah, I'd love to see him just sat on the Iron Throne
Just for a second.
just because his legs won't reach the floor. I want to see it'd be like watching a
He
toddler.
gets one of the servants to help him on.
It'd be like a little toddler sitting on a couch, just his legs hanging off the edge, just like there's the end of the couch. I own a kingdom. You know what I mean?
Very quick bit of news to go over. We have no more than just this, but apparently Margot Robbie, who played Harley Quinn in the Suicide Squad film, she's obviously been a few other roles as well, but I think that's where most people recognise her from these days.
A lot of people notice her from that, but I think she was more popular in that Wolf of Wall Street before Suicide Silence. Suicide Silence, that's a band.
That's a band.
That's a band. Liam,
Yes.
what is the fuck wrong with you today?
What is the fuck wrong with you?
I don't know what the fuck wrong with me. What the fuck wrong with you?
Either way, Margot Robbie is in talks to start in a Barbie film. You know, as in the doll, Barbie. Mattel's branding franchise, Barbie. It's going to be a feature film made about her, and Margot Robbie is going to... Barbie. I know, I get
Keep
it.
talking.
Margot Robbie's going to be on the screen dressing up and stuff, so...
I can't wait for there was talks. I don't know how true it is. I don't know how true
Oh,
it
God,
is.
here we go.
But there were talks that she was going to be co-starring with Emma Watson in a female version of Brokeback Mountain.
Oh my God.
How much should you wear your white pants right now?
Right, until I hear anything more about that, that's total rumour, but...
It is just a total rumor.
Yeah, total rumour,
but
but...
think about that. Margot Robbie, Emma Watson, being gay in a tent.
I mean, what more do you want, really?
To be involved?
Well, yeah, okay, fair enough, I'll give you that.
I might just ring up Final Wishes. I'm dying, my last wishes.
You didn't make a wish.
That one, whatever.
Yeah, that one.
I'm dying. Just
Get me in this film.
Not even get me in the film. Make this happen.
Make this film happen, and I wish I will be there.
I want to be on set.
I will be the director for this specific scene.
For that specific scene. Nothing else, just that scene.
Oh. Okay, last little bit of
I
film
want a
news.
cameo.
Last little bit of film news is a two-parter. James Gunn is back in the news again because he is officially writing and potentially directing Suicide Squad 2. He's joined the other team. He's batting for DC now rather than Marvel. How do you feel about that, Liam? What are your initial thoughts upon hearing that?
I defended you. I looked after you.
We were in your corner, man.
I did things for you no one else would do. I did things, man.
It all makes sense now. All the rape jokes, it makes sense.
Yeah,
And the paedophilia jokes, it all makes sense.
it all makes sense. You should have been banned.
Me personally,
I'm happy for him.
Yeah, I am too, to be honest.
You know, he might actually make DC a bit better.
He might, yeah. But it also, if say he does make this film a brilliant film, and then DC Arts sort of like have a new sort of second wave that actually is really good, it might put Marvel to consider not sacking directors like that anymore. You know,
Might do.
Just think about it first.
You know, think about it, because you kind of giving the opposition.
You've given the opposition one of your fucking prize stallions. So, what's even funnier this, and this is the second part of this.
Batman might actually be good this time.
He wasn't. Well, he only appeared in Suicide Squad.
No, I'm on about. He's working for DC now, so Batman might be good.
Yeah, but I mean that's if he does anything other than Suicide Squad.
Yeah, fair point.
He might actually give Joker more scenes and actually keep him in the film.
Yeah.
Who knows? But the second,
and they might change the Joker.
Nah, they wouldn't do that now. There's already 2 Jokers out there right now.
Please. Please.
Anyway, the second sort of bit to go with the story is Dave Bautista, who's obviously been a very vocal fan.
Don't say he's gone DC now as well, has he?
No. Hang on. Hang on a second. So he's obviously been very vocal against how James Gunn was fired and all this kind of thing. He's a very big, a good friend of James Gunn's.
Yeah.
When he heard the news, he tweeted out simply, "Where do I sign up?"
Oh no!
I mean, obviously he can't. But by their own contracts, according to Chris Hemsworth, he cannot appear in a DC film. Until his contract ends, he cannot appear in a DC film. That's just how the contract has been worked out. But it's just funny that he's looking at them going, Marvel's over here, who's just like sacked one of his best mates, and DC's just took him on for an interesting new project. He's like leaning towards following his friend to see what's new.
What? I can't stand up yet.
It's like
okay, but I'll be over here. Call me when you need me.
It's like that joke of like when you go shopping with your missus, I'm being pulled into this clothes shop.
Yeah.
Oh, help me. But not really.
Fuck
No,
off.
fuck off. It's the exact same thing.
Oh no, DC is calling me. Marvel, please save me.
Save me, but don't actually know.
Fuck
Fuck, you ripped my contract up. It's fine.
What? You lost my contract? Oh no. Whatever should I do?
Oh goodness. Okay.
DC.
Yeah. I think it'd be interesting either way. It's funny because the first Suicide Squad looked in the trailers like it was trying to milk off a Guardians of the Galaxy sort of vibe, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was a team of bandits or outlaws or anti-hero-esque characters. Yeah. All the music was very poppy and relevant.
Yeah.
But now they've actually got the guy who wrote Guardians to come in and sort the second one out.
I reckon this one's going to be amazing.
I hope so. I really hope so.
I mean, let's be honest, the first one, the trailers were the best part of it.
Yeah, they were. And the film came out, it was like,
Yeah, we've seen this.
It could be better.
You want to get James Gunn on this.
But I think, like I said, I want it to be great just for the simple fact of, like, as I say, it'll put Disney and Marvel in the place.
Yeah.
They'll realise that they've lost one of the best directors because they just, like, they're too reactionary.
Disney will stop being the rapist and become the
Rapey.
That's when the rapey becomes the raper.
Yeah, that's usually
I don't think that's a thing.
No, I don't think it is either, no.
Do you ever... No, you've got me thinking about it. Do you ever reckon a rape victim has actually become a rapist?
Without Googling it, no. I'd rather not Google it, to be honest.
I know. You Google it, next minute SWAT breaks down the door. Get on the fucking floor!
Okay, but we're going to move on now to gaming news. And the first bit of gaming news is fucking exciting. It literally dropped yesterday.
Okay.
Borderlands 2
VR.
Oh my god. And like, obviously, this is a trailer for it. I'll you know what? I'll get up on screen now so I can show you the trailer. We're gonna watch the trailer right now, me and Liam, because it's just so silky smooth. I'm so happy for this, Liam. And the thing is,
let's do this.
The thing is, right? It may not even be as big or as bold as I'm wanting it to be, but just the mere notion of what it could be is like...
what it could potentially turn out to be.
Yeah, it's tantalising enough. Okay, so me and Liam just watched the trailer for Borderlands 2 VR. Liam, what do you think about that? Oh, it's very intense.
So's sex in the campsite. It's all intense.
Oh, God. You had to ruin such a beautiful moment with such a terrible pun, Liam. I'm disappointed.
Yeah, but if I didn't, you'd be worried.
So it's coming out on December the 14th.
It's amazing.
It looks really good. It's one of the biggest new features is what is a feature that's inspired by bullet time. So like slow down, all that kind of thing. But they've called it BAMF time or badass mega fun time. So you can like dodge bullets and shit.
That's gonna be amazing.
Fucking brilliant. From looking at the trailer, I can definitely tell that there is gonna be a move control set.
I always forget what's the little robot say.
Claptrap.
That's it.
Yeah, I can definitely tell looking at the trailer that it's gonna have dual the move controllers compatibility.
Yeah.
Do you think it'll have the aim support, the VR aim support?
I should hope so.
I really hope so as well. That'd be so much fucking fun.
Yeah.
What about normal controller? Do you think it'll do that?
I don't think what would be the point in having a VR if it was normal control?
It'd be like Resident Evil, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Where you sort of like you aim with the headset itself.
Yeah.
But the problem is when you play Resident Evil 7 in VR like that, it's obviously a headshot to like a piece of piss.
Yeah.
So, but no, yeah, that's
Borderlands
2 VR. I'm so excited for that.
And all he can say is hey-o.
What?
All he can say is hey-o. Hey-o, shut the fuck up!
I don't get that reference.
It's off Borderlands.
Is it? When? Wait, is this the first one or the second one? Because I've not played the first one.
Just continue. Just continue, James.
Okay, but keeping with Borderlands though, there are some rumours floating around that Borderlands 3 can be coming out in fiscal year 2020, which means between April 2019 and
which
March.
means you won't be playing it because you don't get the references.
Anyway, basically this news story comes from a YouTuber who was apparently given this information by two separate independent sources, both claiming the exact same thing, that they are working on Borderlands 3, which is not really like a big thing. We kind of knew that already.
Yeah, we knew that was happening.
But where it's at is the localization part of creating a game, which is typically done near the end of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if that's true, then they could actually have made this entire game already, and no one's managed to leak anything so far.
Yeah, maybe because what they've been doing is working on the VR as well, so when anything get leaked, they could just go, oh yeah, we're just working on a VR.
Yeah, we're working on a
We're working on a VR, yeah. Hurry up, get the game ready!
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So we could be getting Borderlands 3, hopefully, in a few years' time. I finished Borderlands 2. I didn't get to the DLC, though. I've not played the DLC, but I've been meaning to. And the pre-sequel, I didn't play the pre-sequel either. I want to, but...
Pre-sequel's amazing.
Is it? Okay. I've heard it was just kind of okay, really.
I thought it was amazing.
Okay, fair enough.
But then again, like I said, it's a first-person shooter, so...
Yeah. But Borderlands 2 VR, man, I'm looking forward to that. I'm genuinely... I'm looking at it going... I'm pretty broke ass right now, but day one when it comes out...
But I'm going to sell my butthole.
I'm going to sell my kidneys for that. And then play the fuck out of it.
See, no,
but I do wonder,
I'll just
actually...
sell my butthole.
I do wonder as well, actually, do you think it'll be multiplayer?
I don't know.
We already have a VR multiplayer shooter in Firewall. But
it could work, but I don't know whether...
I'd be up for that. I mean, I don't really have many people on my account who have...
I didn't even feel like yawn come up or nothing. It's just like, boom, yawn.
You're yawning now. Accept it.
I'm being forced against my will.
You love it.
I'm not complaining.
I don't think I have many people on my friends list who have a VR headset. But
I'll buy one.
If this comes out with VR support,
obviously
VR support. If this comes out with multiplayer support, you're gonna buy a VR headset.
I'm gonna buy a VR
and an aim
headset.
controller as well. Yeah. You are gonna be broker than I will.
Yes. I will have to live on Brick Road for a couple of weeks.
A little bit. A little bit. Okay, but moving on slightly. So it's been rumored for ages that Sony are working on the next generation console. Same with Xbox, they're working on the next generation console. But Sony have now confirmed that they are in fact working on their next generation system.
When's it coming out? Because it can't come out anytime.
There's literally no specs, name, release date, anything at all. All we know is that they're working on it. It was, where is it? Sony CEO Kenichiro Yoshida has said, quote, "At this point, what I can say is it's necessary to have a next generation hardware."
Do you know what I've just realised as well?
What?
Remember before when I said they never have any normal names?
Well, this is Japanese.
Yeah, I know, I'm just saying. I might just be a little bit too harsh, because maybe when he goes, and Max Level Games host Gemma Walters and William Malkin.
Wow.
Why the fuck they had so much fuck up names?
Very vaguely racist.
Oh, okay. Why they have...
Very, very racist.
Oh, God, no, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I'm sure they'll forgive you, Liam. It's fine. He's over the window. It's fucking hot in here.
Nah, it's just me.
No, mate, it's really not, is it? Let's be honest.
Shut up, you fell over.
A little bit. It's a big box, anyway. Okay, so next thing to talk about is that, well, keeping on the line of talking of a new system, it's been reported that there could be a new version of the Nintendo Switch out next year.
I can't stop fucking yawning now.
Mate, you've done it once and that's it. Clearly, there's a ghost putting his dick in your mouth more often than you think. Someone just died outside.
That was the ghost.
He's just like, shit, he's onto me! Bail. He's hit a bin on the way out.
I wondered what that saltiness in the back of my throat was.
Ah, I see. But you two used to, aren't you? Let's be honest. Well, I say 2019. The second
Don't slut shame me.
Second half 2019 is when there could be a new Switch coming out.
I hope so. I hope it's not too early. I mean, when did the PS4 come out? 2013?
Oh god, I don't know. You know,
it's had a good. It's had at least.
It's been out for like 3 or 4 years, I think. I really don't know.
See, I think.
But this we're talking about the Switch here. We're talking about the Switch.
Yeah, no, but I'm talking about the PS. So shut the fuck up.
Okay. Okay. Well, see where you're going with this.
I think. I'll let you continue, but what I mean is, I just don't think the PS4 is ready to give up its life cycle.
Well, no, I mean, obviously, there's still loads of games in the works for PS4.
I know they'll all get transferred over to PS5s as well, but
hopefully.
Yeah,
there is another room out there that Sony have filed a patent for a backwards compatibility feature in a console. So whether that's to say they're going to put it in the PS4 or put it in the PS5, we've no idea yet. But
no, but go on, you Switch. Cause...
Yes, so Nintendo Switch. It's been reported that there could be a new version of the system out in 2019, the second half of 2019. Wall Street Journal Japan has said that unofficial sources are claiming suppliers and quote others with direct knowledge of the plan as sources in the whole matter. I've just butchered that sentence really. One potential thing that could be
You're
upgraded.
fucked up.
One potential upgrade they're looking at is the screen itself, which apparently the Switch has a very quote low end LCD display, so they're looking to potentially upgrade that. Last reports of how many Switches have been sold was in the 20 million units have sold, which is pretty good. It's a lot better than the Wii U. The Wii U didn't sell like at all. In fact, it's funny. A friend of mine.
The fucking Wii sold, to be perfectly honest.
Well, yeah, but the Wii, like, it proper zoned in on the whole family friendly, everyone could play kind of thing, didn't it?
Yeah, I suppose.
And
It's always been Nintendo. Nintendo's always done stuff like that.
It was, yeah, but with the Wii, it was also, when you think about it, it was new technology.
It was the motion controls and stuff like that. And I mean, it sort of helped with the weight as well. There was a massive weight problem back in the day before Nintendo. Yeah. And then the Wii Fit came out, and not even that, and like kids were playing the tennis games and all that. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if did you ever play the Wii?
A few times, yeah.
Did you ever play the tennis?
Once, twice.
Do you know how fucking hot you got playing that game, and how much you sweat?
Yeah.
You were actually exercising and not fucking realising.
Yeah.
So
it made sense. Yeah. So that's a thing. A potentially new Switch is coming out next year. We'll find out. We have a few bits of news about live action adaptations of games. So, first bit of news is that Capcom have officially announced that there is a live action Mega Man film in development. Written and directed by Henry Joost and Ariel Schulman with 20th Century Fox. Which is strange because they're potentially getting bought up by Disney soon. We'll find out. What's the smile? What are you smiling for?
Mega Man.
Oh, okay, fair enough. It aims to quote appeal to a diverse audience, including not only players but action movie fans as well, with an adaptation that maintains the world of the Mega Man games while incorporating the entertainment value that Hollywood movies are known for. End quote. The big quote.
That's a big quote.
Big quote. So yeah, what do you think about that Mega Man film? A live action Mega Man film of all things. You clearly are very excited by this. You're stunned silence, and
no, I hate Mega Man.
Oh really?
No, I love Mega Man. Oh, that's being sarcastic.
I like the Mega Man X games, but I've never actually tried. I know it's a lie. I have tried Mega Man games, and I wasn't keen. I tried the newest one, Mega Man 11, a few weeks ago. It was a demo on the Switch, and I just, it's not for me. It's not for me. There's also talk of the Five Nights at Freddy's movie as well. Obviously, that's been talked about for a while, and apparently,
are they gonna do this?
Well, I think this is the thing. So obviously the books came out.
Yeah.
And they're very different story-wise. Well, not very different, but they have a lot more of a narrative focus than the games themselves.
Yeah.
The games, you look at all the hints and stuff and clues inside the games to piece together a story, whereas the books are obviously a story.
Yeah.
And the hints and stuff that you find in the game are featured as like backstory in the books. Mm-hmm. So I imagine that they're going to take inspiration from the books when we're creating the films.
Yeah.
But according to Jason Blum of, I think it's Blumhouse Films or something like that, the film's coming pretty soon.
That'd be good.
Yeah. And apparently as well, Scott Cawthon, who made the games, he was at like a film festival recently where they showed Halloween and Jamie Lee Curtis was there. Apparently Jamie Lee Curtis is actually a big fan of Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah, I can see that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have no idea.
No, I need to die, but I can see it, you know what I mean? Mm. Obviously with being...
She's a bit of a horror icon.
She is a horror icon. She loves horror in general.
Yeah.
And
she's a fan of the games.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it'd be pretty interesting either way. I remember when the film was first sort of announced and they were sort of working on it, that there was a few pictures floating around of how they were trying to make the animatronics. Yeah. Like the suits and stuff. It looked pretty good. Obviously, it was very early production wise. But it was interesting nonetheless. And the next piece of news, as I've said, I've got it on screen with me here on here. I didn't realize this at all. It was sort of, unless I've missed this entirely and it's just completely flown under the radar. There is a Monster Hunter film in the works. Yeah, Monster Hunter, like the arcade, the game where you obviously hunt monsters. Obviously, Monster Hunter World came out this year, very popular. There's a film being worked on, and Mila Jovovich is in it. Obviously, of course she is. She's a fucking action star, this one. Yeah, there's a post on Instagram. We'll have the picture on screen, and she's in like all bloody makeup and stuff. And the caption reads, "First day of filming on hashtag Monster Hunter movie based on the epic game Monster Hunter World."
I would let it choke me to death.
Of course you would.
I'd let her literally.
Mate, you could never be the dom in that relationship. No one could be the dom in that relationship. Only her. She is the dom.
I'm okay with this.
Of course you are. So yeah, what do you think about that Monster Hunter World film?
Yes, mistress.
I think, from what she's saying here, it's specifically Monster Hunter World, which is the new one.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
I hope the only thing I hope they do is I hope they don't Resident. I love it in the films, but I hope they don't go Resident Evil with it.
Where they go a bit too balls to the walls.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah,
They went from the second film where there was just like the Raccoon City incident, which is canonical to the games.
Yeah, and then
to the third film, which was like full on apocalypse across the entire world.
Yeah.
It's like, well,
and then it just got worse and worse and worse. It was like, and then he got in what's his name from Prison Break to play Chris Redfield.
Yeah.
It was like, dude, Chris is meant to be like 7 foot tall, built like a British shithouse, and you got him in.
I know.
The dude's known for having tattoos all over his body.
I don't know. I never actually saw the last Resident Evil film. Did you watch it? The last one, the final chapter.
No,
I've not watched it either. I've got the rest of them upstairs on Blu-ray, but I've been meaning to watch the last one.
We'll have to do a plot full on binge one day.
Yeah, sure. But yeah, why not? Monster Hunter World film. If it's any decent, we'll find out. Apparently, she's been preparing for this film since February, like training wise.
Dude, she's so fit.
I know.
Isn't she like in her? Was she in her early, like late 30s, early 40s?
Possibly. She's had a few kids as well, I'm sure.
Dude,
I know.
She looks better. Any fucking girl should aspire to be her, not Kim Kardashian.
I know. And the next piece of news. This is interesting news, obviously. The month's only just started, the month of October. Well, 10 days in, really.
10 days in.
We've had our PS Plus games this month. They came out last Tuesday. And they were... But we're already looking ahead to November because there is a potential leak about them. But this isn't like any leak that's just been on like 4chan and Reddit. This leak comes from Sony themselves. On the actual official PlayStation website, they may have potentially accidentally leaked their own fucking PS Plus games for next month.
Do not tell anyone about us leaking this whole Oh god,
they did it. The screen grabs are ready so people know what it is. So, what do you think about Bulletstorm Full Clip Edition?
Yeah.
And Yakuza Kiwami?
Yes.
Those two games for next month.
Yes.
Obviously, again, this is not confirmed. This is a total rumor. It's just a case of, whereas most things have been like screenshots, a bit blurry screenshots on various other sites.
Yeah.
This is officially Sony's own site where they've accidentally put this image up, potentially. Yeah, well, it could be it could be many things. It could just be that they already know what they're going to do. And when someone meant to put up the October picture on the website, they accidentally put the members up instead, and have already given us showed us what we're going to get next month, potentially. Or it could be someone potentially hacked onto the site and did it that way. Don't know. Or
what?
Again,
Honey. Is it Honey?
Honey.
Honey. Somebody never gets hacked.
Yeah, no, not at all. So how's your Indonesian wife doing? With all that money that keep going to Indonesia. Shh. Yeah.
I don't want my missus finding out, okay? I have 3 kids over there now. I have little Ting Chong Wong.
Oh my God. Stop. No, that's enough. Let's move on. Obviously, this month we got Friday the 13th and Laser League, which are they're just games. Let's just go with that. It's not a very good month for Sony PS Plus buys. But hopefully next month will be pretty sick. Keeping on PlayStation though, PlayStation Network. For the longest time, people have wanted to change their account names.
Yes.
Are you one of these people?
Yes and no.
Okay.
I've had the same name since I started online, which I've never changed it. It was a complete rip-off from Gangs of New York. Yeah. Which would be the Dead Rabbits.
Yeah.
I just took off the S at the end and just became Dead Rabbit.
Yeah.
So.
Well, as my online name is GameFace14, and it's not obviously again it's very different from what I'd put now, but I'm not ashamed of it.
No,
I don't really desire to change it.
I mean, if I was going to change it to anything, I'd change it to my new updated name, which would be GameWise, and my alter ego.
Your alter ego,
which would be the Dark Hybrid.
Oh, okay, that's pretty good.
Which would be a hybrid between demon and werewolf.
Okay. But it's been rumored that it could potentially be coming soon. Any changes? Why?
You'd never judge me.
Focus, Liam. Focus.
Sorry.
Come on. there are some game devs who are preparing to change things in their games to accompany Sony's changes in the network. 3 different developers and 3 different studios have talked about tweaking bugs in games to adjust to Sony's new plan. Yeah. There is a 4th person who shared a photo with Kotaku, and it specifically says in the photo, I assume like a screen grab or something. What was that? Something.
It was one of your aliens from it.
Something died. Fuck it. The Kotaku picture specifically says edit username. Now, Xbox Live already have this feature. Yeah. Where you can change username, but it costs $10.
Get fucked!
Every time you change username, it costs you $10. And I remember seeing one thing recently that was another rumor to do with this whole name change thing to do with Sony. Now, think about this for a second. If they gave us the ability to change our usernames for free, anytime you want, that'd be good, right?
Kinda.
But this again, total rumor. It could just been like something mocked up. What if every time you change your username, you lost all of your trophies?
Well, you might as well have just made a whole new account.
Basically, yeah.
So what would be the point?
Exactly. So, which to me, no, I would never do that. I'm again, username right now. I again not ashamed of it. I don't really wish to change it. But if it meant changing it meant you losing all my trophies I've earned over these years, I would never do it. No, not in a million years. Chance. So, well, again, that's another rumor. It's all just rumors. But keeping with trophies, we're going to briefly talk about Marvel Spider-Man, because Marvel Spider-Man has one of the highest PS4 Platinum Trophy completion rates, which means
I'm among them.
We are among them.
I am Boov.
we contribute to that higher rate, which basically means people are playing this game to the completion because they love it so much. Well, I assume they love it. Or they just really want to finish it. I don't know.
Oh, they could just... The difference between me platinum a game and you platinum a game, I platinum a game because... Well, it's the first time platinum a game.
No. It's a good game to platinum, though.
Yeah, I'm happy it took my virginity.
Yeah, me too.
I'm happy. The only thing is, like I said, the difference between me and you is you platinum them out of an addiction.
Well...
Not well. You're
No. Hang on. The only games I vehemently want to platinum, because I know that easy platinums are the Lego games, the only other games I go to platinum are ones that I do thoroughly enjoy.
Well, there you go. Then that's what I was going to say for the second bunch of people that platinum them. Because we thoroughly enjoy them.
Yeah.
I would just want to play and do everything possible on it.
Or if it's something small like an indie game.
Yeah.
That's because, it's usually trophies for that aren't that complex.
No, it's like run to this level without getting hit.
Yeah, shit like that.
So.
Yeah. Moving on again. So, Kingdom Hearts 3 is coming out next year.
This is all you, bro.
I'm looking forward to it. But now this could pertain to you if you were curious about the series, Liam. Because Square Enix have announced that there's going to be the Kingdom Hearts, the Story So Far edition. It's essentially an ultimate collection on the PS4 of every game.
See, now I'm interested.
Well, okay, I say every game. Let me just preface this. It will be the 3 different collections we've had, 1.5, 2.5, 2.8. Yeah. All of them, one big bundle, 40 quid. Coming out the 30th of October. So
that's cheaper than most games.
This is effectively, 9/6 games for 40 quid. So, right. The first collection, 1.5, came with Kingdom Hearts Final Mix, Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories Final Mix, and HD cutscenes of 358 over 2 days. Because 358 over 2 days was a DS title.
Yeah.
Not a very good one, that. But the story still matters.
Yeah.
So they just, made the cutscenes all pretty and put them in there so you know what's going on. The second collection came with Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix, Birth by Sleep Final Mix, and then HD cutscenes from Recoded, which is another DS title / mobile game. Not very good. Story matters. Shit like that. The final collection, 2.8, came with Dream Drop Distance as a full game to play, remastered. A brand new game in the Kingdom Hearts 3 engine at the time, called Birth by Sleep 0.2 Fragmentary Passage. But it's really good. It gives you a proper taste of of what to expect when you get Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah.
And then you also got not HD cutscenes of an old game, but a cutscene collection, essentially a short film of a story to do with the current mobile game that's out, Union Cross, that also pertains to the overall story. So effectively, what this edition is going to include is, again, as it says on the tin, this is the story so far. You are getting everything in this title.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
£40. I think that's pretty good.
You can't go wrong there.
If I didn't already have 2.8, I'd buy this.
Yeah, I know what. I might just buy this.
Yeah, I want to get the 1.5, 2.5 collection on the PS4, but I wouldn't see the point in buying this when I already have a third of the collection.
No, that's what I mean. There'd be no point for you getting a hold, but for someone who's not got it, aka me, and I don't know if anyone out there has not got it, for £40, and you're getting how many? 6 to 9 games.
So you're getting 6 full games, and then if you include the HD cutscenes, you get 9 titles in total.
Well, there you go then. So you're getting 6 full games for £40. That's less than £20 a game. So, bro,
again, you can't really argue with the kind of like.
It's less. No, it's not even that. So £40, 6 games.
What, you actually want to work this out?
Yeah, I actually want to work this out.
Hang on, let me calculate that quick. I'm not good at maths. Okay.
Neither am I. We need an Asian.
You're really on the Asians today, aren't you? What'd they do to you? Okay, so 40
They
divided.
made me so horny.
This is funny. 40 divided by 6 is 6.6666666666666. So effectively, you're paying £6.66 for each game. That's effectively what you're getting. And I can attest to this: the Kingdom Hearts games are lengthy. They are to at least 40 hours each.
I do girth, you don't. It's all about girth.
Depends on what difficulty you play at.
It doesn't
If you
matter.
go hard mode, then they are good as fuck.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Well, there you go.
They can be lengthy as much as you want, but there's no point in being lengthy if it's a penciled game.
Well, there you go.
It's gotta have some girth.
It depends on how hard you want it, mate.
It's all about the width.
Oh god, we're going to talk about Rocksteady now, though.
Let's go.
Again, more rumours around Rocksteady. So, it's been... Again, these are total rumours again. Justice League, Superman, all rumours, more rumours here. Batman Arkham Universe, posted on various social sites. It's apparently going to make an appearance at an Xbox fan event next month called X018. So the same person who's been posting about this game, this rumoured game on the social sites, has said that it's going to come out in the fall of 2019 with a game map that is 1.5 times bigger than Arkham Knight.
Wow.
You played Arkham Knight, didn't you? Or have you seen Arkham Knight?
I've seen Arkham Knight, I haven't played it.
It is a big map, mainly because it incorporates the Batmobile so much.
Wow.
And this Arkham Universe thing is going to be at 1.5 times bigger.
Wow.
So it's interesting. I've also heard other rumours saying that...
Can you get too big, though? Map-wise.
Yeah, I'd argue you can. Like the Just Cause games. Just Cause 3 or 2, one of them. I can't remember which one. Those maps were a bit too big. It's like there's too much stuff. I know. Ridiculous, I know. The other rumours suggest that the villain...
So what do you girls think is... Can you ever get too big?
Well, yeah, when you've been torn in half, I think that's considered too big.
Or if you take 2 at the same time.
That too, as well. The rumour is that the villain in the game is going to be the Court of Owls, which is a villain from the Batman continuity I know nothing of.
Yeah.
And there's also other rumours I've heard of multiple playable characters. So like Batman, Nightwing, apparently Catwoman's in there too, Batgirl. I don't know. Again, all rumours. At the minute, Rocksteady, whatever they're working on, it's got everyone in a bit of a frenzy. Because we just want to know. We just want to know what the fuck they're doing.
Just tell us.
Please tell us. And speaking of
Why
tells...
do you close your eyes when we make love?
Speaking of tells, Liam, Telltales, The Walking Dead final season.
I heard about this.
Yes, it's been saved by Skybound Entertainment, which is Robert Kirkman's company.
But will it feel the same?
I don't know. Well, it might, because...
or will it turn out to be just like the TV series and everyone takes a dive bomb on it?
Hang on, let's just read this out. So the final episodes of the season are going to be released via Skybound, who has taken ownership of the games and will finish the season. So Robert Kirkman himself has said, quote, Skybound will work with members of the original Telltale team to finish the story in a way the fans deserve. So effectively...
It's still going to be a Telltale game.
It is.
Just under Skybound.
Essentially, yeah. They're effectively going to bring the team back. How many of the team that got sacked, we don't know. But we could be getting some of them back to finish off the game the way it was meant to be. I've heard also that episode 3 was actually in very, very final stages to be made anyway.
So that's just kind of...
And in season 4, the episode 4 was apparently in like a very... It was in like a testing phase.
Yeah.
So it's actually already had like a rough outline anyway. So
can't moan there then.
No, obviously if
Robert Kirkman's really got himself a winner here then.
Yeah, definitely.
He's not going to put as much money as anything else into it.
No.
And he's going to make a huge profit back on it.
Probably, yeah. I mean, I think the primary thing is, well, at least for the people who've already bought a season pass and haven't got a refund and such, I think the primary focus is finishing off the product for them. Obviously, there is still the question of, well, what about the staff who got sacked with no severance? Are they going to get some money? Or, in fact, are they going to come back and be on this team?
Well, that's the thing. That's the only other downside to Robert Kirkman taking this now is once he's took ownership of Telltale's games, or is it just the game?
I think it's just the game itself.
See, I was about to say that's a smart move. Then he hasn't took ownership of Telltale's because then he'd have to deal with all them lawsuits.
Mm-hmm.
He's just took
The
control
franchise
over that franchise.
Yeah.
Which he might be able to find some loophole to get away with it.
Well, I mean, it's effectively his franchise anyway.
No,
when you boot up the Telltale's Walking Dead games, they always come up with Skybound in the front.
Yeah, fair
So
point.
it's essentially like he's given them the IP. They've made what they have with it. The company itself is bombed, but he's just pulled it all back and be like, okay, I'll fix this. I'll fix this. Don't worry, I'll fix this. We got this. Yeah. So
Can I have it? No, it's mine.
this is my game, mine. And
I'm taking my ball home.
the last sort of bit of gaming news is very quick. Pokemon Go. Obviously,
This is you.
yeah, this is on me. So we have Gens 1, 2, and 3 in the game right now. I think we're only about 10 or 12 fucking Pokemon left of Gen 3 to come out.
Yeah.
Which is the Ruby Sapphire games and Emerald. There's only 3. There's only so many of them left to come out. But they released a trailer the other day showing how Sinnoh region, which is Generation 4, is going to come into the game soon. Which is no real big shock, obviously.
Oh no, they've put the set next gen in.
Yeah,
What's next?
It's no real big shock that the next generation Pokemon is going to come into the game eventually.
Yeah.
It has no release date. It's literally just like a teaser trailer, just showing you sort of the Pokemon in the real world.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think Pokemon Go was still a thing.
No, it is. It's still very much a thing. I play it on the regular.
I know you play it on the regular, but you're a nerd.
Yeah, man, 100%. That's it for gaming news, though. But we're not finished just yet. We have one or two things more left to discuss. And the first thing is more of a semi-news story. Now, Liam.
Yes, sir.
Toys R Us
Was the best company ever.
I never actually went to Toys R Us. We could never afford it. And it was always the nearest one to us is in Warrington,
Fair enough.
so we never actually went. But they shut down.
Yeah,
Obviously, they had the closure started last year, and
I think they went bankrupt,
ended.
didn't they, or something?
Yeah, it ended. The last store to shut down was in June this year, I believe. But they're making a comeback. The company is coming back, not under the Toys R Us brand, but they're rebranding as Jeffrey's Toy Box.
Jeffrey's Toy Box.
Because apparently that was the name of the giraffe.
Yeah.
Jeffrey
the giraffe.
I didn't know that. Again, not someone who goes to Toys R Us or went to Toys R Us as a child. So yeah, Toys R Us could be coming back.
Come here.
It's okay.
Come here. It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
I'll buy you something.
Ah, you're a babe. And the last thing we wanted to go over. This is something. I mean, you're free to say no to this or you want, Liam. I just thought it'd be a good thing to discuss. Okay, well then I guess we're getting right there. No, so we already mentioned in this podcast that the PS5 is sort of in development. Or well, the next Sony console is in development officially.
Okay.
But there's a channel I follow frequently called Game Cross.
Okay.
I recommend them highly to anyone listening. They posted a video. I think it's like last week time, something like that. Let's have a quick gander. Let's see when the video was posted. The video was posted on the 30th of September, so yeah, 2 weeks ago now, or a week or so ago now, about the 5 things the PS5 needs.
Yeah.
And so I thought, just for last thing to do in this video, let's go over this video there quick and
That's
discuss.
the last thing I've got.
Okay, yeah, sorry, second to last thing in this video. The closing of this video, anyway. Let's have a quick look through this video. It's about 10 minutes long. It's a bit lengthy because it goes into detail.
Yeah.
But we'll look at its 5 points and we'll discuss them individually.
Yeah, we'll skip into we'll skip to the 5 main points. I'm saying there's only 5 points in it.
Yeah.
But you get what I'm saying.
Okay. So essentially, we'll hear what he says about each point. Pause. Get to the next point and discuss. So, okay. So let's see what happens. So, okay. So back in the room, Liam. Initial thoughts, just before we run down the list. Initial thoughts on that video.
I think everything you said made sense.
Mm-hmm.
Can't
Very
really
fair analysis of what the PS5 needs more than anything else.
Yeah.
Okay,
Not that
so
we want. It is, as you said, it's what it needs.
yeah, in order to keep the momentum going that PS4 has had this generation. So
Yep.
the first thing on his list was backwards compatibility.
Yeah.
Yes, this definitely needs to be
That
in there.
needs to be in there, as it says in the game. How many times have you wanted to play an old school game that you can't anymore?
Well, it's different for us. Well, I don't know about you specifically.
I've still got my PS3.
Okay, well, it's different for us because we still have our old systems set up to play these old games, but it's just a bit of an inconvenience having to
switch them over and stuff.
Yeah,
like that all
and
the
especially
time.
if you've not got the luxury of having them all like plugged in at a time, just to simply switch over to them like that. You've got to then mess around with all your wires and all this kind of business. So
and it just puts
by
you
the
off
time,
doing it.
yeah, by the time you've done all that, you're like, oh, I can't be playing this game now. I might as well go back to playing something else.
Yeah.
So yeah, it makes sense. Plus, again, he also says that the competition, being Xbox, already has this feature.
Yep.
So while currently Xbox One does not have very big exclusive titles that draw people into buying an Xbox One,
it does have the backwards
it
compatibility that we can play Red Dead Redemption, for example.
Yeah.
From Xbox 360, you can play that on it. There's a lot of old school games that you can play.
Yeah.
On the Xbox 360 that you can't on the PS4 because the PS4 doesn't have backwards compatibility.
No, it doesn't. So I think to go forward,
it's gonna need the backwards
it
compatibility.
either needs it in a very big update for the PS4 for however long the life cycle lasts, and then come into the PS5.
Yeah.
Or PS5 day one backwards compatibility.
It's gonna it needs it.
How far back do you think it should go?
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? I mean,
right. In a most ideal utopian world, it would be 4, 3, 2, 1. You'd literally be able to put in any PlayStation disc.
That's in an idealist world, yeah, that'd be amazing.
But realistically,
I can't see them going any further than the 3.
I'd even say
that 3's at a push. I'm saying as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'd even say that you'll have PS4 backwards compatibility, but not 3. But if they were to include 3, because of some of the quality games they got on the 3,
yeah,
I'd say that would be the most ideal situation for them for PS5.
Yeah.
Okay. The next point he made was a good quality launch lineup.
Yeah.
Because again, until it's pointed out to you, the PS4,
don't realise it.
The PS4 when that first came out, most of the games that were supposed to be launch titles weren't. And the ones that were just kind of like
reboots of the PS3 games.
Yeah, because you had the biggest one was Killzone Shadowfall.
Yeah.
You also had Knack as well, which is a brand new title, which was very overpriced.
Yep.
For what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And as he also said, a lot of the other titles were just ports.
Yeah,
you had
just ports.
Assassin's Creed 4, Battlefield 4. So it doesn't really.
Like, don't get me wrong, they made the games better for the PS4.
Oh yeah,
but
absolutely.
That's all they made. They were still ports.
It wasn't. It was like if you wanted to play this game so much, you wouldn't have. You shouldn't have to spend at the time £350 to buy a whole new system to play it when you could play it on the PS3
exactly
at the time. So that's why they need games that come out on the PS5 day one that are like, I have to play this game, so
I need this game. I have to buy this PS.
It's essentially.
Let's say, for instance, like God of War 5. I'm just using that for example.
Yeah.
I know for a fact, you, me, and the masses, if that was a release game,
a launch title for PS5,
everyone would buy.
Oh yeah,
PS5 just to play God of War 5.
100%.
So. Yeah.
Or even the Spider-Man 2.
Or Spider-Man 2, anything, just as long as
Horizon Zero Dawn 2 as well.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah. So, yeah, the launch lineup would be good for them, yeah.
Yep.
Number 3, network improvements. Now, you see, this is one of these things. I don't play online, but he did make a point in the video that since coming to the PS4, online play now costs us.
Yep.
We're now paying to play online.
Yep.
So it only makes sense that since we're paying for this service, which was once free, the quality of the service should increase.
See, on the PS3, it was the first time that Sony went online.
Yeah. Well, it's the same time. Most people went online, really. I mean, the PS2 and Xbox had, like, Ethernet cable sort of support. Mm-hmm. But that was just finicky and too many wires and stuff. But obviously, internet at the time wasn't the greatest, so...
But... It wasn't the best online.
It did the job.
It done the job, and it was amazing because it was free.
Mm-hmm.
We're paying for it now.
Yeah.
And when we're paying for something,
you expect the quality to be better.
We expect good quality, yeah. So I'm not saying it's as bad as the PS3, but it just seems like there wasn't as much of an improvement for it.
No, I understand that.
So it was just, for me, it felt like a bit of a letdown.
Well, back in the PS3 days, the only reason to buy PS Plus was just for like discounts and stuff and the free games per month.
Yeah.
Whereas now, PS Plus is essentially, well, it's mandatory if you want to play online.
Yeah. And
you still get those benefits of discounts and free games. But again, it comes down to the online content. But playing online with friends, if that's something you're into, should be very smooth.
Yeah,
should be easy to access.
No, you're right.
And it moves on to the fourth point, the PS Now, which is their streaming service they've got, which is sort of like PlayStation's Game Pass.
Yeah.
At the minute, it's older PS4 titles and PS3 titles. Whereas on the Xbox side of things, you're basically getting new games as they come out.
Yeah.
So as and when Crackdown 3 comes out, that's gonna be on there.
Yeah.
Forza Horizon 4, which I'm pretty sure has just come out,
Is on there.
is already on there.
My friend Luke.
Yeah.
He's already got it.
Oh, well, there you go then. And again, it comes back to it's cheaper.
Yeah.
That's something he mentioned as well. Game Pass is what, £10 a month?
Sony
PS
says
Now
20.
is 20. So
I mean, for the casual consumer or the casual gamer that, let's say, isn't right into games,
yeah,
but is into games enough that he's going to spend that money
yeah.
for it, let's be honest, who's he going to go for?
Mm-hmm.
The ones where he's getting newer games at a cheaper price.
Yeah. They may not be like the most critically renowned games at the time because it's competing with things like God of War and Spider-Man and stuff, which are getting so much marketing and hype. But
they're still good games.
They're still good games, yeah. They're still playable.
They're playable, and the best thing about them is, as I said, it's only a £10 a month.
Yeah, and at the end of and you don't even have to. You're not paying the full £40 to £50 for that game as well.
Exactly.
Plus, Game Pass also has the added benefit of downloading the titles as well. I know PS Now is rolling out the downloading feature, but from what he said on there, it sounds like that's only on the PS3 titles.
Yeah, it is. By the sounds of things.
Yeah, which I mean, I don't know about your situation, but my internet is wank.
Mine's not the best. It does the job.
Yeah, but I mean, to try and streaming Netflix is not too bad. Streaming games though, that's going to be tough. That's going to be a right strain on the internet. So,
yep.
No, it definitely requires a better PS Now improvement. It needs to be cheaper and have downloads. And maybe the new games don't come out day one, but maybe they come out week after, maybe 2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah.
You know, just to be reasonable, obviously, because they need to sell units.
They still need to sell the hard discs. So yeah,
but you know, you can still give people access to these new games via subscription service because that way you're still getting money for the game.
I mean, think about that. It's a £10 a month for Xbox.
Yeah,
it's 120 a year.
Mhm.
But for PS, it's
£20 a month, so it's double that.
£240.
Yeah,
a year. I mean, when you go, yeah, but it's only £10 more. Look at it long term.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. It's £120.
You're effectively playing double the price.
Yeah, and getting less quality games.
Yeah, well, older quality games.
Which are
games that most people already played.
Yeah, and they've probably got the disc copy of anyway.
Probably, yeah. You probably fish it out of your drawer, your cupboard somewhere.
They have a situation like James's. Every time a new game comes out, he's for free. He's already bought it.
I know. You fucking bastards. And the last thing, which to be fair, until he said it out loud, is the most obvious thing.
Yeah.
It needs to be a good price.
It does.
We can't have this £500, $600 PS3 business again, which the hard drive space is only 20 gig.
Yeah.
That's nothing. Well, that's nothing now.
See, I ended up getting my PS3 second-hand as well.
I didn't get a PS3 when it first came out. Obviously, couldn't afford it. No one could fucking afford it.
No one could afford it.
My PS3 was a Christmas present. It was only when they released the slim model. Remember how they had the fat model?
Yeah.
Then they released the slim model.
Yeah.
And then they had the ultra slim model with the slide and draw.
Yeah.
Mine was a slim. Mine was a middle.
No, mine's that as well. That's what I'm saying. But mine was second hand.
No, no, mine wasn't. Mine was new. It was a Christmas present. But yeah, those were better price. And the PS4 when that came out, as even said, $349 brand new when it first came out. You
can't argue with that price. I mean, considering the quality, it's not the best, but
yeah. And then
this is where people tend to have this little bit of an argument. Because for me, I think that's it's in the high end, but it's still in the ballpark.
Yeah,
does that make sense?
Because at the end of the day, even if you don't use it that much for games, you use it for
Netflix.
You can use it for Netflix, YouTube, entertainment in general.
Porn
as well. Yeah. Not that I've done that, of course.
No, of course not. Totally.
So yeah. So even if you don't go out and buy all the newest games, maybe you pick up a free game every now and again.
Yeah.
You're still getting games, and you also have the bonus of you have Netflix, YouTube, BBC iPlayer, Channel.
It's got so much.
Everything you need, like TV wise, is on it.
Exactly.
And if you're into Blu-ray discs and stuff, it plays those as well. So yeah, I'd argue if the PS5 came out with all these things in, I'd happily.
I think it's storm. It would storm.
It would hit the ground running. Essentially, what the PS4 did when it came out.
Yeah.
And it'd keep that momentum high.
Yeah.
Of basically battering the competition. So
You listening, Sony? You listening?
yeah, take note. These isn't our words though. This is Game Cross's words. You take note of Game Cross. And any of our listeners who would like to look into that, I recommend it. Go on YouTube, search Game Cross. Great content.
I'd always suggest the Sony PlayStation over Xbox anyway. Just say, guys.
I've always been a Sony fanboy, so I can't say much at all. But moving on though, Liam, we have one more thing to discuss, right?
Yes, we have one more thing to discuss, and this is where it's gonna get a bit weird. So
Okay.
this has got nothing to do with games or game-related incidents. So if you just want to sign off now, that's perfectly fine.
Understandable, yeah.
This is just a little thing I like to. Well, it's the end, so it's my kind of little rant moment.
Okay.
It's kind of an elephant in the room for fight fans.
I know where you're going with this.
Yeah, the whole instance with Conor McGregor and Khabib Megato. I can't say his name, okay? I tried, but Khabib and Conor McGregor. This beef has been going on since they both started in the UFC.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's been it's such. For me, it's disgusting to see. It's a disrespectful act in a sport that's meant to be nothing but respect.
Okay.
You know what I mean? If you're both got the Gorgons, the Barbarians, to get into a ring and smash into each other for entertainment, mate, you've got to have respect for that other person.
Yeah.
These two have just got no respect for each other, and they haven't had respect for each other for years, and all of a sudden, a couple of years ago, I think it was 2 years ago, there was an incident anyway where Conor McGregor threw a dolly at a bus trying to get a Khabib Nurmagomedov.
A dolly?
And you know, like, but you put Stackholer boxes on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, one of them, and I just said Khabib's name without stuttering, so, you know, me.
Well done, you.
Yeah, so that all happened. Conor McGregor went on the run and got arrested for it. Got a community service. You know what I mean? I think, which was, in my opinion, was fucking shocking.
Yeah.
Any other one, that's a jail sentence. That's assault with intent. That's insult with intent. You know what I mean? Or at least assault with a lethal weapon.
Yeah.
It's something. And he got a slap on the wrist and a fine. You know what I mean? So money does talk, but I lost a bit of respect for Conor over that. Still a big, massive fan of Conor's, but Khabib came out and started being a twat towards Conor because of this beef that's been building up and all that. Now, the fight happened on the 6th of October, and it was, to be fair, if you'd asked me, it wasn't Conor's fight. Conor ended up losing in the 4th round to a rear naked choke.
Okay.
And it's what happened afterwards that really disgusts me.
Okay, so this all happened after the fight?
Yeah, this is all after the fight. Now, the fight's over, Conor's lost. Khabib then continues to spit at Conor McGregor and throw his gum shield, which obviously it's only yay big. It's a gum shield that goes in your mouth.
Yeah.
It's plastic.
But still, it's just disgusting.
It's a disgusting act, and throw it at Conor's corner, team, and posse.
Yeah, it's like entourage.
Yeah, it's entourage. To which, obviously, if someone throws something at you, you're going to say something back.
Yeah.
Conor's team have said something, and Khabib's then continued to run, leap over the cage, and jump 2 feet into one of Conor McGregor's teammates. Khabib got his head stoved in a little bit by Conor's side because they all just jumped on him, and it just turned into a wild.
Well, yeah, he started that one.
It was disgusting because then Conor stood up, obviously running to his team. Khabib's team's out over in the octagon, so Conor's fighting them, Khabib's fighting them. Everyone's just having this big, massive brawl. It was disgusting from a sportsman's point of view. It was disgusting to watch.
Yeah.
I mean, I can imagine views on it were amazing.
Probably.
So business-wise, Dana White's probably like that. Yeah, give me
probably
the money.
actually clip on YouTube of it as well.
There's loads.
Okay.
But it's just sort of my little rant to say. It's disgusting what both of them have done. They're both meant to be professional athletes that fight at the top of the game.
Yeah.
They're meant to be the best of the best, and they're acting like 5-year-olds in this playground. I think it's disgusting, and there's rumours and talks that both of them will not be allowed to fight in the USA anymore. Which,
do you think that's a fair punishment?
I think that's perfectly fair. That's especially considering everything Conor McGregor has done. And Khabib's not really the most mentally stable people in the world anyway.
Yeah.
And yeah, I said it. And what? Come at me, Khabib.
Off screen.
But yeah, you know, either one of them, I think it's disgusting. Conor McGregor got too big for his boots, And as much as I hate to say this, I hate swallowing my pride and admitting when I was wrong. I'm a big, massive Conor fan. I'm a big, massive Khabib fan.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them are disgusting for what they've done.
Okay.
Both of them deserve punishment, proper punishment.
Yeah.
Not a smack on the wrist punishment. If that's a life ban from the USA or 5 years from the UFC, out of the whatever, they have to have some sort of ban or something, or both, or at least have the titles taken off them.
Not just a slap on the wrist.
No,
full on.
They need a serious.
You fucked up.
Yeah, you fucked up because.
You fucked up. Go stand in the corner.
Pretty much like, alright, let's take. I'm ranting a little bit. I know I get that, but let's take Chuck Liddell. Now you probably won't know who he is.
Fucking clue.
Right, Chuck Liddell was a fighter back in the day,
Okay.
and they had a similar beef between Chuck Liddell and Tito Ortiz.
Okay.
They had their fight. Bish bash bosh. That was the end of it. They shook hands. They hated each other.
Yeah.
They physically hated each other. But they shook hands and that was the end of it, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Now that's sportsmanship.
Yeah.
You've gone in the ring, you've either won or you've lost, you've got up, you shook hands. You know what I mean?
So
there was a couple of more rematches after that where Tito just got his head stoved in.
Mm-hmm.
But that none of this happened. It's like that was what everyone aspired to be back in the day when they joined the UFC. They wanted to be the Chuck Liddells. They wanted to be the Quentin Rampage Jacksons. They wanted to be the fucking BJ Pence. They wanted to be the St. Joe Pierres.
Yeah.
All these just chilled guys. We fight, but we're fucking sound afterwards. We're just normal people.
Yeah, because you leave it in the ring.
Yeah, but now everyone is seeing Conor be this...
Hard man.
Not even hard man. Big mouth.
Mm.
He's this... I can do what I want because I'm Conor McGregor. I can walk all over you.
Well, he is Irish.
So is my bird.
I'm joking.
No, so is my bird. She hasn't got that attitude. She actually can't stand Conor McGregor.
Oh, fair enough.
Because it's given the Irish a bad name.
Mm. Well, yeah.
Know what I mean? And so everyone's...
As my joke just pertained to.
Yeah. But everyone now is watching...
Please don't stab me, Kate.
Everyone is becoming... You see it now, Conor McGregor, they all used to sit there in an interview in maybe a pair of jeans and a t-shirt. That was like, wow, he's done up. Now you see them all, their suits, ties, buttoned up. Everyone wants to do what Conor done. And everyone's all bad-mouthing people and everyone's got a smart comment to say about someone else. And
yeah.
It's good for entertainment, don't get me wrong, but the sportsmanship's dead.
Oh, yeah.
And it's disgusting.
Definitely
Being a fan from way back in the day when I first started watching it, I was 11?
Mm. Going back a while then.
Going back a while, because my dad was watching it, and I wanted to watch it because my dad was watching it, and I got into the sport, and then that's where eventually I found my love of combat sports.
Yeah.
So, growing up, I wanted to be like, again, being a young influenced child, I wanted to be like Chuck Liddell.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to be this monster in the cage, but would go and chill with people afterwards, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But now everyone, all these kids, I'm looking now at kids that are 11 who want to get into UFC because of Conor McGregor and Khabib, and it's like...
They're setting the worst example for
These
him.
are setting the... Yeah, this isn't what sportsmanship's meant to be. This is disgusting. You need actual punishment. Both of you need a fucking good hiding.
Mm-hmm.
Both of you need a slapped ass and grounded.
Yeah.
And you need serious punishment because what's happened, it's a disgusting event, and I've said the word disgusting so many times because it to me
Take a shot every time you're
it is volatile.
Yeah.
What these have done is volatile. It happened. It's something you'd see in a Rocky movie.
Mm.
The final bell goes and then they all kill each other.
Yeah.
It makes for good entertainment
In a film.
in
and
a film.
fiction.
But what you've done is ruined the whole sportsmanship of the UFC.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of fights that happened that night, and there was a lot of good technical fighters, knockouts, chokes. But that's just all being completely overshadowed over these two people.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm on about. That's disgusting in my eyes.
Yeah.
And there's my rant over. I had to get that off my chest.
This has become a bit of a weekly thing, isn't it?
Well,
This has become a bit of a thing now, isn't
yeah,
it?
that's become a bit of a
You always
thing.
have a bit of a nice long rant at the end.
I feel like I should be like Peter Griffin. You know what grinds my gears?
I'm going to get your card next week. You're just going to put it up like, yes, this time again.
It's this time again.
So, yeah.
Liam's rant session.
Well, yeah, I guess that's it for this week's episode. It's been
It
a
is.
fucking turbulent one.
Oh, it has.
Technical difficulties for fucking days. We are very sorry about the quality of the audio. We obviously, and we'll look into this, but Our usual technique of recording audio has just failed us this week.
Yeah.
So it's very windy, it's very raspy, you're going to hear all the noises, including like the scratches, the drink. Yeah. We're very sorry, guys.
We're so sorry about this.
We will do better, we promise.
We'll look into the situation and we'll fix it, and by we I mean James.
100%, 110% yes.
Yeah.
So thank you all so much for listening to us. Thank you all so much for watching with us. We will hopefully see you guys next week if you haven't abandoned us. If you haven't abandoned us.
Don't leave us.
Please don't leave us. We'll do better. We promise.
We promise we'll be better.
I can fix this. Just give me the chance and I'll fix this.
I'll do anything. Just love me.
We'll see you guys next week. We love you all very much.
And the game.
Ah, you son of a bitch! I actually completely forgot. I started that and I fucking forgot. Oh god damn it! This is just embarrassing now. This is that final this is the
That's
train
it.
wreck.
Downhill now.
This is the whole train wreck. I messed up. Final explosion just kills the last survivor. It's like I made it. Boom.
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
Goodbye, guys.
Deuces. That boy ain't gonna. If that boy wants something, he getting it.
Then the recording stopped.
At 13 minutes.
What?
At 13 minutes.
When did it stop recording?
13 minutes.
No, but what was the last thing we said?
I don't know.
God damn it. Not again. Why does this always happen? Goose fraba.
I need a cup of tea.